Hi, this is Advocate Shilpa. We'll be discussing legal aspects of some hot topics. So, welcome to Logic India, where law meets logic. So, what is cooking in the internet today is all about Ranveer Allahbadia's case and the chaos around it. So, I was wondering if he actually deserves the kind of punishment he is receiving right now. So, for better understanding of the situation, it's important to get into the legal aspects. So, we are going to dive in. Here, firstly, they have charged Section 79 of BNS Act, which is insulting the modesty of a woman. So, if you take the statement made by Mr. Allahbadia, you don't see that he is targeting any particular gender. And also, the core of Section 79 is to have intention to do that particular crime, which is insulting a woman. Here you take the statement and observe the context of the statement. You don't see that he had any intention to insult a gender. He was just trying to fit in to a particular show because this show is all about making sexual remarks and laughing at it. He probably got it out of his hand, and I also find that he was imbibing the statements made in some English channel. So therefore, I don't find there is particular intention on the part of Mr. Allahbadia to insult any particular gender. Therefore, I don't think Section 79 would apply. Then comes Section 95. I'm at loss to understand why this particular section is brought in this case. Here, Section 95 deals with inducing children into committing crime. So I don't understand why that particular section is also brought in this case. Maybe when the charge sheet comes out, you will have a better understanding of the facts of the case. Then they have charged Section 196, which is attempt to promote disharmony among a different religion, race, etc. That again is not happening in this situation. And also again, in all these sections, intention, the element of intention is very important, which very prominently lacks. So they have also leveled Section 4 and 5 of Cinematographic Act, and also Section 4 and 6 of Indecent Representation of Women Act. Again, these two acts would not apply in this case. Firstly, with regard to Cinematographic Act, it is regarding films which are published in cinemas or television. So YouTube doesn't come in the purview of Cinematographic Act. So therefore that section would also not apply in the case of Mr. Allahbadia. Then comes Section 4 and 6 of Indecent Representation of Women Act. Again, there was no targeting of a gender in the statement made by Mr. Allahbadia. Therefore, that section would also not apply. And another aspect is in the case of indecent representation of women also, the element of intention to cause that particular crime is also important. Then comes the relevant sections. So they have put in Section 294 of BNS Act, 296 of BNS Act, as well as Section 67 of the Information Technology Act. According to me, these three sections would put Mr. Allahbadia into trouble. Firstly, if you take Section 294 of BNS Act, it's about engaging in a business with respect to obscene objects. So the question is whether making a statement in a particular show would come under the purview of obscene object. There comes clause 1 of Section 294, which makes it clear that display of any content in an electronic form would also come in the purview of the section. So that would definitely put Mr. Allahbadia in trouble. But there is, of course, a loophole for the Council of Allahbadia to contend that this particular statement, a casual statement made in a show, was not intended for any profit making. It was just a casual statement made which went out of hand, so it does not actually come within the term obscene object. That argument is definitely available for the counsel of Mr. Allahbadia, which I hope they would work on it. So next comes section 296 of BNS Act. So section 296 of BNS Act deals with committing obscene act in front of public. Section also makes it clear that uttering any obscene words would also come under the purview of the section. So Mr. Allabadia has definitely committed that offense without doubt, because it's very evident from the statement he has made, because most of us can't even fathom the kind of statement he has made, because it was utterly vulgar without a doubt. Maybe some very few people can digest such kind of statements, but most of us can't. Assuming Mr. Allabadia is found guilty of committing section 296 of BNS Act, which is committing obscene scene in public, that again would give him the maximum punishment of 3 months or fine. So while imposing punishment on a particular accused, what court always look into is the antecedent of a person, the intention of the person, whether he's an habitual offender, etc. All will be considered while imposing a punishment. It is not necessary that he should always be given the maximum punishment of 3 months in every cases. So here, if you look into the antecedents of Mr. Allabadia, he has never made such statements earlier. He has always been respectful in his podcast. He was always careful with the words he used. He is a national award winner, obviously because of the craft of the work he has put in. So all these aspects will be considered while imposing punishment. So according to me, imposing a fine would be more than enough, because of the fact that he has already gone through so much because of the statement made by him. His YouTube revenue has come down, people started hating him, he started losing followers. All these punishments are already imposed on Mr. Allabadia by the public. So in such a situation, I don't think it's okay to penalize him again, considering the fact that he has apologized, considering the fact that he had guaranteed that he would not make any such statement ever again. So all these aspects will be considered by the court, and it is not okay to penalize a person anymore, is what I think. Then comes section 67 of the Information Technology Act, which is publishing obscene material through electronic platforms. So again, this will also be a dangerous charge against Mr. Allabadia. It's very hard to come out of the section as well. But the only hope, according to me, for him is to establish that it would not constitute an obscene material. Again, as I said earlier, it will only make a casual statement, a reckless casual statement made in a show which is earmarked for making sexual remarks. So now comes the order of Honorable Supreme Court. So Honorable Supreme Court was pleased enough to grant protection from being arrested to Mr. Allabadia. But I have a little disagreement with stalling publishing of any videos through any online platform of Mr. Allabadia, because of the fact that it is his profession. Because a right to continue a profession is protected under the Constitution. Of course, Honorable Supreme Court could have given a direction stating that he should not talk about this particular case in any online platform, or to not publish any videos which has any sexual remarks in it. So these kind of directions could have been given, but I do not understand why his entire YouTube videos has to be, publishing of his entire YouTube videos has to be stalled. I don't understand that, and I don't think it is okay. I feel like it's more like giving punishment even before the final verdict of the case has come out. Another aspect is, the only thing I know about this is through media, that Honorable Supreme Court had made remarks like Mr. Allahbadia is dirty minded and perverted. If such news is true, and if Honorable Supreme Court has said that, I think it is always better for judiciary to stay away from making personal remarks or do character assassination unless and until a person is proven guilty before a court. That is the legal jurisprudence of this country. Unless and until a court convicts a person, he will always be considered as a person who's not guilty. Considering those aspects of law, I don't think such remarks, personal remarks, has to be ever made. So these are my thoughts about the case, and also I think we all should be a little more sensitive towards people who make one mistake. I understand if people are habitual offenders, people who are constantly engaged in making sexual remarks. Of course, such people should be seen in a different manner. They should be treated differently. So I'm of the opinion that a little sentiments has to be shown to a person who has committed an offense one time out of a wrong thought process, because he was thinking he was in a show which is known for making sexual remarks, and it's all over internet for making sexual remarks, and nobody has raised any complaint against it. So he was under the thought process that it's okay to make such a statement, and he made that statement without understanding the feelings of Indians and how Indians are going to perceive such a statement. And he apologized immediately. So I think a sentimental approach has to be taken, and we also have to look into whether Mr. Allabadia would repeat such offense. So that one-time chance to correct himself has to be given, because of the fact it's not a heinous crime. We have so many heinous crime in this country, and I don't see such chaos happening on such heinous crimes merely because somebody is famous. It's not okay to penalize them so much. So that's it. Be kind, be respectful to one another, understand other people, understand that it's okay to make one mistake and correct from it. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you like the video. Subscribe and comment. Thank you.